fortunate position, so you need to be, energy need to be real high. So I'm asking again, how everybody doing? Good. What's up? That's what's up. I go by the name of Sam Washington. It's an honor first to be in you guys' presence. I want to thank this wonderful man right here, Mr. Murphy Bell, for allowing me to come through and partake in you guys' energy today. What I do is simple. I'm just here to remind you that you have choices in life. That's all. I'm here to remind you that you have choices in life. When I talked with Murphy, and I told him we was going to ask a question. So you mind if I ask a question? Ask the question. Ask the question. And the question of the day, gentlemen, is how many mistakes are you going to make? Who got an answer? Somebody give me an answer. Huh? Who got it?
As many as life is.
Plenty? I'm going to ask again, how many mistakes are you going to make?
As many as you allow yourself.
As many as you allow yourself. Okay. So here's the thing about mistakes. Who in here the jokester? Who in here like the jokester? Who got all the jokes? I know I'm from Baton Rouge, so we call it driving. What they call it down here? Say different, roasting individuals and different stuff like that. So for me in school, I was a roaster. That's all I did. Middle school, I was that guy. I get to class early. I did whatever I had to do. I was that guy when it came to it. And I remember being in 7th grade, doing what I do normally in class, going hard, and the teacher telling me, Sam, you need to sit down somewhere. Whatever, man. Sam, you need to sit down somewhere. I hear you, man, but I got this fame going on right now, and I'm doing my thing. She said, Sam, if you don't sit down, I'm going to call your parents. And when she said that, we all think about our parents' rules. My parents had simple rules. They said, go to church and don't cut up in public. 2 things. Go to church, don't cut up in public. Church for me was easy. A couple of days out of the week, a few hours out of my day, and I'm back to doing what I got to do. But cutting up for me means every day clowning, no matter the situation, no matter the place, whatever. I'm 12 years old at the time. I'm in 7th grade. So this particular time, she tells me, she says, I'm going to call your mom. So the thing about my mom is, my mom don't come to school. My dad does. So when she said, I'm going to call your mom, I said, cool, call her, do your thing. Because she ain't coming anyway. Pulls out her cell phone. The old cell phones, too, you know, with the ones with the antenna. Anybody still got one of them? I know one of y'all. She still had that phone. She called it out in the middle of the class. She said, Sam, go to the office. So I sit in the office. And as I'm sitting there contemplating what they gonna do to me, either TR or whatever, suspension, I look to my left and walks in a 5'4" lady who looks exactly like my mother, but it shouldn't be my mama coming in here because my mama don't ever come to schools. So immediately when she comes there, guess what I do? Jump up on my seat. Hey, Mom, I don't mean it. It didn't go that way. It's a mistake. Hey, Mom, I didn't mean it. It didn't go that way. It's a mistake. But my mom, being the woman she was so calm at that moment. She told me, Sam, don't worry about it, baby. I'm just going to check you out and we going to go home. So in my head, again, you know how that mess with the psyche of a 12-year-old? So you telling me I just got the fame in class, I just roasted somebody, and I'm going home early? Oh, I just won a jackpot today. I just won a jackpot today because all that for a 12-year-old, that's great news. So we walk out that school, and I noticed my mama didn't drive to school. My grandmother stays down the street. My mama decided to walk. So as soon as we step out the building, out of nowhere, she come out like a tsunami, what it is, a samurai sword, out of nowhere and hit me on my back with it. And you know once you get that first lick, you know how your soul lives like? That's what mine did. It was gone already. As soon as the first time she hit me. And my first thing to do was, you know what your first thing to do, boy, take off running. But if you got a mama like I got a mama, I'm going to tell you the exact words she told me at that time. She said, Sam, if you run, I'm going to kill you. Her exact words, if you run, I'm going to kill you. So my mind wanted to run, but my feet was like, you know, I got a little more living to do. You know, I want to go to 8th grade. You know, high school probably would be cool, so I didn't run. So I had to walk down the street as my mom whooping me all the way down the street. And cars passing us up and people like, we need more parents like you. You doing your thing. Nobody ever checked on me. Period. I'm dying, but nobody even cares. So I get back to my grandmother's house, and my dad sits me down and he says to my face, are you gonna make it? And I'm like, why would you ask me that? I'm going through something. I just got whooped. I just got embarrassed. I gotta think of the lies that I'm gonna tell people at school tomorrow. I ain't got time for this. So he asked me again. He said, Sam, how many mistakes are you gonna make? again, I'm still doing the, the breathing exercises you do after you catch a wolf. Getting it together. And so he sees that I don't answer. And he says these exact words. He said, Sam, I understand you're going to make mistakes. I understand it. It's life. It's what's going to get us where we need to get at. But how many of the same mistakes are you going to make? I'm going to say that again for you, gentlemen. He said, I understand you're going to make mistakes. It's a part of life. That's what's going to get us where we need to get at. But how many of the same mistakes are we going to make? I want y'all to understand that it took me 10 years later to understand what this man was telling me. And all he was saying is, Sam, success, happiness, your mindset, all that comes from mistakes, trial and error. But repeated mistakes are no longer mistakes. Had a talk with Murphy about it, and what I told him was, it's no longer mistakes. You know why? Because it's a choice now. You are making a conscious decision. You did it anyway. In order for us to be successful, in order for us to get to the places where we need to get at in life, we gotta limit those. We gotta understand that if we want to get somewhere that's at that pinnacle and that platform that's for us, the repeated mistakes has to stop. This is the one thing I want to leave you guys with. The one thing I want to leave you guys with, and it's simple as this. You will not be defined by your mistakes, but you will be defined by the direct lesson you learn from them. You will not be defined by your mistakes, but you will be defined by the direct lesson you learn from them. So you either make a mistake, and then when it comes around again, you know how to improve, you know how to get better, you know how to make change, you know how to let it propel you to the next step in your life, or you can come to that mistake again. You can do the same repeated thing again and be stalled in what's already meant for you. Because nothing in life not meant for us. We just got to do the things to get there. So again, I'll leave this up to you guys and ask the same question how I started. How many mistakes are you going to make? Thank you, guys.